Hello everyone. If you're new to my channel, I'm Laurel, and today we're going to be working on some resin Valentine earrings. And the supplies you're going to need are, of course, UV resin. You'll need some black mica powder. This is like a blackish gray. I'd say like a dark gray. And then you'll need two different reds. This is more of a pink. It's rose quartz. It's more of a pink. And then this one's tourmaline, and it's like a little bit darker red. You'll need a mold that makes the round balls. And I'm going to use the middle size since we're making earrings, and I want to make sure they're small enough and not too heavy to wear. You'll need two mixing bowls, and you'll need a mixing utensil. You'll need a brush. You'll need two eyelet screws, and you'll need two fishhook earrings. Depending on how you want to put them together, you can just put them together using these. I'm actually going to add these beads to it, so it'll be like more of a drop earring. And so I have some wire here that's 20 gauge. And then the other tools I have, especially for this, you need your pliers. So I have these two pairs of pliers. And to make the wire for the beads, I have flush cutters and round nose pliers. Okay, so let's begin. So to start, we can set a few things aside first. And you're going to need this black or gray mica powder. Now, when using this, it's a little bit messy, so have some baby wipes or something on hand to wipe it up. And then just get a little bit on there. And then just go around the edges of the heart. We're going to kind of make it look like an antique heart. Also, you're going to be making 4 of these. I know we're only making 2 earrings, but we're going to take 2 of these and place them together. So just get it around the edges. We want it to look kind of antiqued. And then the color will show through a little bit, like through a little bit of a window. All right, so then we'll set this aside. And then to make the rest of this, we're going to need the tourmaline, and we're going to need some UV resin. So we're going to mix enough up for roughly 4 of them. You may have to mix up more if you're using the smaller mixing bowls like I am. I'm going to put 3 drops in there and then mix it up. Okay. And then just pour it in. Make sure you don't pour too much in so that it domes, because then we can't put the 2 together. You want a nice flat surface. Get rid of bubbles. And then we're going to cure this for 90 seconds and then turn it over and then cure it for like 30 seconds. All right, now that it's done, we can take it out of the mold. And as you can see, it's kind of got like this haziness to it around the edges, so it kind of looks like it's been antiqued. So now I'm going to make 3 more, and I'm going to go do that off the camera, and then when I'm done making them, I'll come back and show you all 4, and then we're going to go on to the next step. I now have all 4 of them done, so the next step is to get a glass tile and some sticky tack. You can also use the acrylic tiles for stamping. Those work good too. And you're just going to take 2 of these and place them upside down on the sticky tack. Make sure that they're on their level. And then just stick it on there really good. Sticky tack is not going to do anything to your resin piece. And then just take a little of the leftover and just place it a thin layer on top. You don't need very much, just a little dab. And then just make sure you get it to the edges. And you can get any bubbles out that you might have. And then we're just going to take the other 2, and then we're just going to put them right on top. And then just make sure that they're on there so they match up. And then cure them for 90 seconds. Okay, so now that they're cured, now if you had any overflow because you might have put too much of that resin in between, you certainly can clean it up with a file. You can use one of those paper nail files, or you can use a jewelry file, and those look like this. They're very small, and then you can just go along the edges and just fix up those edges if they overflowed a little bit. So next, I only have 1 of these, so we're going to do just 1, and then I'm going to do 1 off the camera. So for this one, we're going to be mixing up the rose quartz, and that's like a kind of a pinky red. So I'm going to have to mix up enough for the ball. And actually, because this is in there, it's going to take up more room, so you don't have to worry about that. That you're going to be using a lot. I'm going to put 4 drops in there and mix that up. I think this is kind of a pretty color. And then just see how it is with the 4 drops. I think that's good. Okay, and then I'm just going to set that aside, get some of these bubbles out. Some are down below. I'm not sure if they're gonna come to the top. I just want to make sure I get most of them out. Looks like they're coming to the top. So as they come to the top, just work them out with your lighter, or you can use a gun. So we're just gonna shove this in there. Okay, and I'm just trying to see if it's sitting the way I want it to. And it is not. So I'm just gonna pop that back out again. And I'm just gonna put a little on the bottom, just a touch, just to raise it up so this isn't sitting right on the bottom. And then I'm going to cure that for 60 seconds. And we'll be right back. All right, so now that that's cured, I'm just gonna add some more. Not a lot, just a little. And I'm gonna use tweezers to hold this. I'm gonna get this inside first. There. And then I'm gonna use the tweezers to hold it upright and then cure it for 90 seconds. Okay, so I finished curing it. I do see some bubbles in there. There's really nothing you can do about it now because they must have caught underneath when I put the heart in. So now we're just going to fill it up the rest of the way and hope there's no more bubbles. And you can dome it a little bit on the top. It doesn't matter because we can use a drill with a file bit on it and sand that down. So I'm going to cure this now for about 180 seconds, and then I'm going to turn it upside down and cure the bottom for 180 seconds, and that will ensure that it's cured all the way through. Okay, so now we can take it out of the mold. And you can see a hint of the heart. And I made the two. So the next step is we're going to drill a hole into the top. And we're going to need a drill with a very fine bit. And you don't need it going too fast, and we're just going to drill it right in the center. Like so. And then we'll do, oops, the other one. Like so. And just set it over there. Turn this off. And then we need our eyelet screws. We're going to place them in the center and screw them in. Like so. I need something to put this on. I'll just place it back on here. Get a little dust off there. Screw it in. Like so. And let's see, make sure that the heart in this line up. So you can see the heart goes this way and then this is straight. And then you can put a little dab of that pink resin around the base so that and you can cure it and then it will be secured. A little of the dust off. Put that on there. Let's see where the heart is. There it is. Turn this around. And then we'll cure this for 30 seconds. And then once that's done, I'll show you how to add on the bead and the earring hook. See, you can see the heart's really clear. Now there are a few bubbles, but believe me, when you have a mold like that, they're kind of hard to get all the bubbles out and to see all the bubbles. So you will have an occasional bubble here and there. Also, it probably would look nice too in just clear resin. If you put the heart in some clear resin, that would look really pretty also. So let's get on with the next step of putting on the bead and the earring hook. All right. So also, I do believe since we did that antiquing look around the edges, that also brings out the look of the heart. Now to begin with, I'm going to need 2 pieces of 20 gauge wire and about, I'm just going to do about 2 inches. You don't really need that much, but I'm going to do 2 inches. And you'll need your round nose pliers, and you'll need these also. So I'm just going to get a bead and place it. It's a mixing bowl. I just don't want them to escape. And then get your fish hook earrings. Straighten this out as best as you can. And to start, we're just going to make a hook, like a little loop, I should say, not a hook, a loop. There. And then you'll take one of your beads and place it on. Probably could have used 2 inches for the whole thing. You'll need your flush cutters. And oops, got caught on there. And then we're going to hold the bead and then bend this back. And we're going to cut to leave about a ½ inch there. And then we're going to make another loop. Like so. And that loop is actually a little too long, so I'm just going to trim a little bit off and then redo my loop. Like so. Make sure they're closed up. Now, when you're ready, you're going to take this. Now you can use jump rings if you'd like. If you want to add an extra jump ring, that's fine. You will open your loop. If I can find the opening. Open your loop to the side, like so. Place one of your hearts on there. And then close up your loop. And make sure it's closed and up against your bead, like so. And then you'll add your hook earring, and you're going to open that. If I can find where it goes. Oh, okay, you're going to open that to the side. And okay, so the heart is more towards the front here. So that will be the front part. And then we're going to place the hook earring on so it faces towards the back. And then we're going to close that up. And then we'll do the other one. So just take that piece of 2-inch wire. Any little pieces like that I always save. I have a little container that I put them in. Okay, and then get the bead, place the bead on. Actually, sometimes it's easier to hold the end with pliers, and then you can just bend this over. I'm gonna trim it. I think it's like maybe a little less than a 1/2 inch. And then I'm gonna make the loop like so. And then with these pliers, I'm going to open the loop to the side. Place this on. Close it up. Because see, if you pull the loop out, you're not going to get that shape back again, and it won't look right. Okay, now we're going to open this up to the side. Okay, so this is the front, because the heart's closer to the front. And then we're going to place that onto the hoop earring, and then close it up. Make sure it's closed up good so that you don't lose your earring. And there you have it. You have these beautiful dangly, like heart bauble earrings. And especially when you're in the sunlight or you're looking against the light, they look absolutely gorgeous. I hope you liked my video. If you did, please give me the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and press that bell for notifications of my upcoming videos. Also, in the description box below, you will find links to my jewelry, my artwork, and my photography. Thank you again for watching. See you soon. Bye-bye.